Hi, and welcome to our new learning session. Today, we will be talking about bridging the generation gap. Our lesson for today is divided into 4 parts. First, what is gap? Second, what is generation gap? Third, factors affecting generation gap. And last, how the generation gap affects education. Moving through, let us know what is gap. Gap is an unfilled space or a break-in into something. It is an idea of interruption to continuity. If there is something missing from a situation that prevents it being complete or satisfactory, you can say that there is a gap. It is also an idea of a gap between two groups of people, things, or sets of ideas is a big difference between them. So the gap between rich and poor. Best example. Next, what is generation gap? The generation gap is a communication breakdown between old generation and the younger generation. It is also a differences of outlook or opinion between people of different generations. This refers to a perceived gap between younger people and their parents or grandparents. Some idea refers to the chasm that separates the thoughts and expressed by members of two different generations. More specifically, a generation gap can be used to describe the differences in actions, beliefs, and tastes exhibited by members of younger generations versus older ones. The older generation often feels a generation gap between them and the younger generation. This is apparent in simple things like the manner of dressing, socializing, more intimate relationships like friendship and marrying. Even in education, traditional schooling has hardly changed even with the clear evidence of a digital world. Factors affecting generation gap. First, manner of dressing. In the old generation, females usually wear a dress that would cover their arms and back because in those times they are very conservative. But nowadays, female like the kind of dress who shows more of skin. Well, we can also blame them. Second, socializing. Before, the people set up a day to meet, talk, and bond with each other. But nowadays, with the help of technology, they were communicating through social media. Third, friendship. In the older generation, they used to court a girl with harana, wherein the boy would have his friends with him to serenade a girl she likes, while in the new generation, they use social media, cell phones to connect with each other, and as well as technology, wherein they make amazing videos to propose for someone they like and love. And that also covers the relationship. In the field of education, huge generation gap also exists, and it will continue to widen unless some changes are adopted and practiced at the same time. Switching from traditional to digital education. From dictionary to online dictionary. In peasant third world countries where schools don't have technology facilities, it is understandable that the transition to digital education might take time. Given the emergence of digital technology, at times referred to as information and communication technology or ICT, there is the need to prepare for bridging the digital gap in society. To bridge the generation gap, first we need to understand the potentials of ICT. The new network of instantaneous communication is global, overcoming borders between countries and continents. Much of what elders believe may not be applicable anymore to the new generation, especially along matters of traditional value systems. The potential of ICT, instantaneous communication, adaptation of information, and metamorphosis. Other generation gaps, flow of information, from tape recorders, books, to laptops or tablets. In communication, from telephones, mails, to social websites like Skype and Facebook. Methods of teaching, from using manila paper or green board and chalk in discussion to PowerPoints and videos and audio materials. That's it. How to bridging the generation gap.